Hello everyone, this is going to be the astronomy review from the packet so you can follow along. The do now I put up that day was put these celestial objects in order from largest to smallest. I'm just going to number them. So the largest one would be, you guessed it, the universe. Next, galaxy. Next, solar system. Next, Jupiter. Then Earth, and then Mercury. So there's your order. Okay. Alright, a rotation is the Earth spinning on its axis, and one rotation equals 1 day. Revolving is it actually going around the sun in its orbit around the sun. It takes 1 year to revolve around the sun. For moon phases, you should have just drawn full moon would be nothing dark, new moon would be filled in like that, and a crescent would just be there. The rest of it would be dark. Here's a picture of the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, so you can just look at that, and that's something that you would draw where it says draw a picture of them. So just remember, for the solar eclipse it's sun, moon, earth. And then for the lunar, it's sun, earth, moon. In order for an eclipse to happen, they must line up in a straight line. Here's another picture of the solar eclipse so you can look at it. And it says on the bottom, what phase does this occur during? If you remember the picture of the solar eclipse, it's like a dark circle with the flame of the sun around the dark circle. Go on Google Images and search solar eclipse and you'll know what I'm talking about. The dark circle is the new moon phase. Here's a lunar eclipse geometry, so you could see the moon is completely in the umbra. That means it's completely in the shadow. And you need a full moon for a lunar eclipse to happen. It's the big red moon. If you go on Google Images and you search lunar eclipse, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Here's an image on tides that I really like. So you could see spring tide is when it's really, really extra high tide. So they have to be in a straight line. That's the spring tides. Or in a new moon or a full moon. For low tides, that would be a neap tide. So over here, if you follow my laser. Neap tide over here, neap tide over here. That's when it's a 90-degree angle. So here, I'll do it in red. It makes a 90-degree angle. So it's not lined up completely in a straight line, therefore there's less gravity acting on it. So for A, B, C, or D on your paper, this one up here is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So it would go low, high, low, high. You should know your astronomers. So Ptolemy is the one that believed that the Earth was in the middle, and he's always wrong. So Ptolemy's wrong. Heliocentric model was believed by Copernicus as well as Galileo, so they were both correct. So it says, what does the heliocentric model of the universe claim? It claims that the sun is in the center. So if you see diagrams like this, that's good. You want to pick that one for heliocentric. Here's a good picture of the order of the solar system. So the first one should be Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Then the asteroid belt is between Mars and Jupiter. You should know that. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Pluto, if they put an extra spot for you to name Pluto, go with it, but everyone knows that it's considered a dwarf planet now. For the question in your packet that says put the celestial objects in order from smallest to largest, we pretty much did that for the do now, but it should be, let me do it real quick. Pluto is smaller than the Earth's moon, so it should go Pluto, the Earth's moon, then Jupiter, then the Milky Way, and then the universe. And then it says put all the planets in order from closest to the sun to farthest from the sun, so that would be this chart that you see here. Here's a cool diagram on comets, meteors, and asteroids. So comets is just a chunk of ice that has an orbit in the solar system. An asteroid has the ending oid. I like to remember that as that means it's in space. So meteoroids, rocks in space. Asteroids are large rocks in space. Meteor, if you look, what is it missing? Oh, it's missing the oid. That must mean it's in our atmosphere. Also, you could see meteor showers when you go outside. That's the chunks of rock that are burning up through our atmosphere. And then finally, meteorite. That means it came in contact with the Earth. So in class, we held a meteorite in our hand. Also, I learned a trick. You can remember it touched Earth. ITE at the end. It touched Earth. So you can remember it like that. And that's the end of the astronomy packet. This should be pretty fresh in your head since it was the last unit that we did. But make sure you go over your notes, your dittos, your labs, your quizzes, your tests. And if you really need help, look up something on the internet. That works too. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a good one.